He is not prepared.
I am prepared.
Now he is.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not
No,
prepared.
he's not prepared yet.
Which one?
What are you looking at?
I'll let you know as we move along.
No, that doesn't help me. The internet's horrendously slow.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Division D1, D2, as it is midweek edition of Calling The Audible with Stefano, who's now in the co-pilot seat.
Yep, that's me.
And Peeze and Stefano's
Hi.
seat. And Eagle and the nest. Where's the eagle noise?
It's here.
He doesn't use it
That
anymore.
is the eagle noise.
And there's no music anymore.
Okay, so is
It's a
Eagle
lisp.
more...
Yes, the music stopped.
Now
we
it
do
did.
this every week.
All
Do
right,
we?
so here's a question for you guys. Is Eagle more committed to eating his candies during the podcast or actually dropping the eagle noise?
He's most committed to Pokemon during the podcast.
No, I'd say that it's watching Overwatch videos.
Or is it watching the esports
Yeah,
battles?
I'm very good at
Literally what I just
multitasking.
said.
Well, TSN has the esport game, right? Vancouver
Multitasking is just doing things
against
half-assed.
LA last night or early this morning. It was. I saw on the
Yeah, it was
TV.
Vancouver Titans versus the LA
LA
Gladiators.
Yeah,
is that
it
what we
was
were
on-
watching before?
No, that was the San Francisco Shock versus. Ooh, actually, I'm not sure who
So
they were playing.
who is the Alabama of esports?
Right now, it actually is Vancouver. Yeah.
Vancouver, huh?
Let's
Yeah.
go.
They just
They're-
roll tide on everybody.
Team Runaway. At one point, they hadn't lost a game in a year.
Makes
Literally.
sense because there rains a lot there, so
And they run away from the competition, so there you go.
All right. Okay, let's talk about the games
Let
that
us.
was.
Let us.
What games caught your attention from Division D1 and D2?
Well, wait, hold on.
There's a few games I saw. And,
There's a few games. Yeah,
What did you
see,
see, Mo?
I had a
So
very
let's-
short week.
Let's go
this
with
week, so-
Outlaws, Voodoo. I'm sorry, but Voodoo is a complete
Yeah, Voodoo is
Complete trash.
Is not themselves.
Like they make trash look like pristine trash.
So it's,
they use Glad?
I have an interesting tidbit. I saw Etienne Viancourt after his division. No, it was Kevin Marcel after his Division C game, and I said, "Hey man, did you guys win with Voodoo?" And he's like, "No man, it's bad." And then
Well, they won the
later,
second half.
I wait. I later checked my phone, and they hadn't played yet, so I was very confused.
So the
So
game was over in the first half.
It was bad because he wanted to play.
Yeah, they were down 26-0
Yeah,
at
but
half.
the game hadn't happened yet. is my
I
point.
know.
That
They're
is
bad,
the
man.
point.
But I think Outlaws, and I'll bring up the poll question.
Well,
about
Voodoo also has a ridiculous schedule. Like their
well,
schedule's
it's
been
not easy.
we talked about last week Mo, when you weren't here, but like the teams they played all have good defenses, and the teams moving forward, like there's no easy winnable game ahead. They're gonna go 1-10.
You don't think they have a win in them?
No,
I feel bad for them. They're good guys,
Well,
man.
They are a good group of people.
and
but
I know
gotta-
but we went through it again. Like, I don't want to spend too much time on it because we did it last week, but the roster is also very good.
Yeah.
It's just not clicking, man.
Okay, so there's an observation. Simon Dajne, who replaced Steph, who was somewhere, I don't know where the fuck he was.
I was in Laval West.
Laval West. So anyway, we have a question for everyone, and we asked this question to Cheyenne Stewart, who plays for Outlaws. So your frenemy, the neck man,
McDonough?
right? So anyway, he was dropping in like I go, Simon, I think this guy believes he's a defensive coordinator because he's barking out play calls from the sidelines.
Who's this?
Nick Dana. 26
Kevin-
Virginia.
Kevin
26
Kusai.
Virginia. So let me ask you a question, guys. Do you think anyone on the field pays attention to the
Nobody
play
knows
call?
what 26 Virginia means.
But do you think anyone on his side of the team will listen to the play call?
See, like not only that, I know for a fact Kevin Kusai is not well, and so when
well.
the thing is, he's imagined
Not
this
well.
whole world where he's told people what 26 Virginia means, but they've never had that conversation. It's Shutter Island. That like
It's a good movie.
that team is Shutter Island.
So
It's a good movie.
Simon agreed with me.
Did you just compare him to Leo DiCaprio?
I think he did.
No,
Compared him to the island
he
itself.
was
He's one of the other.
he was one of the stunt doubles who
Inmates.
wasn't attractive enough to be a real actor.
Perfect.
Right. So here's the.
well, way to go.
I was watching him play, and I figured out his animal comparison.
Did you?
And Simon said, "You know what? That's pretty accurate."
And you're not going to tell us what it is?
No, I'll tell you right now. I'll give you guys a guess each. Which animal do you think Kevin Kusai looks like? Or reminds you of?
Is it a sea animal? I'd say seal.
What do you say?
Sea lion, you got me in the sea. I'm stuck there.
Sea lion,
He's a sea
really?
lion.
Watch it be something completely different.
And unathletic, because he looks like the animal itself.
Animals are athletic?
He looks like a seal.
Unathletic. Are you into this?
Is he not aware where his forehead is?
No. Can you do a drum roll for me, please, Eagle?
Yes, I could.
Thank you very much. I want to have this little hype here.
Nope, that's not working. There it is.
my type.
He's an unathletic rhino.
Where's the horn?
I
Why
mean,
would you make a cow?
if it was a sea rhino, I'd see it.
No. If he was a seal, I would see it. He balances the ball on that nose, his head. Best thing.
Or sea lion.
See, his is what he says on the sideline.
This is the quality content
something
people are here
26.
for.
What's his play calling?
Perhaps.
What's his play
26
calling?
Virginia.
26 Virginia. See, instead of saying whatever the fuck you were doing, Mo.
But I don't
he
think
says
this is
26
like,
Virginia.
honestly, like people like when I heard him, I go, dude, I don't think anyone's paying attention to him. I go, Cheyenne,
Nobody ever does.
I go, Cheyenne, do you pay attention? He goes, hell no, I don't. Cheyenne's just like, no, I don't.
Not now. You're gonna have like a rift in that team now, Mo.
And he's gonna
That's
come.
really
Hey,
wrong.
you told Peasy to, hey, he told me, hey,
I feel like you're one of the most hated people in the press.
I know, it's
Pease.
amazing.
It's hilarious.
I love my life.
Do you? I mean,
It's not much to love if you're going to be hated in a recreational football
He's
league.
getting hated in a recreational football league. He's getting married soon.
Yeah, life's good, man.
Life is good.
All right, another game I saw, Bird Gang against our boys.
I didn't so much see it, but I heard
I saw
reaction from that field.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was a reaction half, man. Look, Bird Gang, and we'll get the roster up here. Look, I'm starting to like A.J. Gomes as a quarterback. He's still not going to be that pocket passer that can throw 40 times a game for 600 yards, but he made some good throws. And when you see Dan Lazara really get involved, like
Dan Lazara.
Tugboat's really
Tugboat?
encouraged him a lot to be a good quarterback. And I give Bird Gang their due. They played a good, feisty football game against a South Shore team that should have been much more efficient that they weren't.
A South Shore team.
A South Shore team.
I wonder how he knows that.
I wonder what gave it away that they're from the South Shore.
Principally, so they're a good offensive team.
They are.
But the strength of Bird Gang is still their defense. Going against guys like Dan Lazara, AJ Gomes,
Sorry,
Anthony Lazara.
can you repeat that again? Tugboat.
Tugboat Lazara.
Tugboat. No, man, he's tacos. He is and will
Tugboat
always be
Lazara.
tacos. Sorry, can't be.
Raptors Lazara.
No, Eagle. You just ruined everything,
You just
guy.
ruined it. Eagle, please.
Eagle,
Go
just
walk
stop.
Leave.
Stay in your
Go.
nest, and that's it.
Go walk in the ocean, please.
Leave.
Go for a walk. Leave your
Find
candy
the
here and
closest
go for a
one
walk.
and walk in there.
Leave the candy here and go for a walk.
No, it's a team that all have higher division experience, and other than the Viens brothers, in this game it's just Marc-Antoine Viens. Fred Viens is not often.
No, he's just
He only
there
plays
if
when he
needs a
fits
sub.
the cap, basically.
Yeah, when he needs to sub in for someone.
But other than that, like that's the high division experience in the team, right? So,
Well, they also have high division experience on the Bird Gang.
but that's what I'm saying. Bird Gang has that, whereas Les Princes de Rive-Sud don't. I'd like
They
to
have
see
one guy, but it's.
I'd like to see how Bird Gang will do going forward.
But
when
you know what I think it was that won them this game? It seems like they doubled up on possessions. They have like double the possessions that.
Fizé Sierra, I don't know.
print.
It's like he just bails on reading the field and just wants to run.
Oh yeah,
He
takes
got
off
sacked
running.
3 times.
Well, but that's both quarterbacks stare
Yeah,
down
well,
the
that's
rusher.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Both
AJ
quarterbacks stare down the rusher.
AJ, you got to clean that up. See, you stare down the rusher. You got
but
13
AJ, I
incompletions.
forget his rushes. Were they 5 carries? I think it was for 40
Yeah, but
yards.
it's not just that. It's he often
Often, he
it's not always
snaps,
true. It's
he
getting
snaps the
better.
ball and he decides to run. That's it. He
No, but
doesn't
not only
look.
that, but it's he often waits for the rusher to get to him, breaks the rusher, then looks to make a play, and his athleticism helps him out. But
Yeah, for
that
sure.
won't always work. Their rusher, though, on the other side, Durns Dubuisson Demorne is amazing.
Yeah, he's very good. Came late
Triple
to
D.
the game. Yeah, he came late and he still did his damage against them. And
He's
I was
quick,
very-
man.
I was
He's
very
very
impressed.
quick.
Super Saiyans saw them play against Legend of Seven.
Bad matchup for Legend 7.
It was, but you know what?
Yeah, Super Saiyans are very.
You know Jordan Lard. He's got that look,
that look.
that serious. Like he's great. I love Jordan Lard, but you know he's like when he trash talk his Eagles or his Super Saiyans, he's like, okay.
He wants to prove you wrong.
Yeah, he's got a chip on his shoulder. Like, hey,
Oh yeah, Mo, that's your thing. Okay, we'll see.
no,
Then he goes and he wrecks.
yeah. If you say, hey, Jordan, you've been working out, you look pretty good. Okay, I should be better than what you said, but no, I just thought Super Saiyans, even though they won by 20 points. Legend of Seven had no business being on the same field as these guys. They should have
don't
blown
have
them
an
out.
offense,
It was 8-6 at halftime, man. They threw a Hail Mary. Legend of Seven scored last play of the first half, but the fact it was 8-6 at halftime.
The fact that Dondre Borden has a passing touchdown,
Yeah.
and their actual quarterback does
Well,
not.
Dondre had more passing attempts.
Well, he came in because Lemire was not that good.
Well,
No, but
internally,
Lemire is supposed to be
internally
the
they're
quarterback. I mean, he looked
frustrated.
3 for 9, 4 yards. Like that must have been brutal to watch. Honestly,
I mean, it's obvious if you look at the stats, but internally, I know that they're frustrated with Antoine Lemire.
no, they
According
are.
to sources.
Going sources. I'm the source.
He is the source.
The source.
Source is ball.
But just like, I mean, if you look at Antoine Lemieux, I think this is
They
the only
have
game.
they have a lot of
This is the only game Antoine Lemieux has thrown
characters.
less than has only like singular interceptions.
Yeah.
No, he had one against LOB. Only threw one interception.
Right.
But like, look, 2 interceptions, 1 interception, 2 interceptions, 5 interceptions, 1 interception. Like it's and then against Super Saiyans, he also got sacked 3 times.
Yeah, he was terrible, man. I just thought they should have wrecked this team by like 45 points instead of 20 points.
But you know what? Legend of Seven, they take forever on offense.
Yeah, they do.
They are long, yes.
They use up all of the play clock, and they're somewhat disorganized, and like, you know, Lemire will run and they'll buy time, and so like, and I would imagine like I wasn't there to see that game, but I would imagine Dondre ran a bit too, so that kind of stuff slows down the game, and like.
But you weaken yourself when you put Dondre Borden as a quarterback than a receiver.
You do, because you look at the receiving core and you have Dondre Borden and Edouard Valmey on the team.
I wouldn't put Dondre Borden at QB, but it seems like that's the only guy that could get something done. Even
Yeah.
at that,
Well,
you said it was a Hail
that's
Mary.
kind of the frustration.
That is their frustration. This guy's supposed to be a top receiver and he has to throw. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
But he also wasn't being targeted as a receiver.
Yeah.
No,
That's
he
true.
was, like, he's
But he's
irrelevant.
always open.
Yes, 'cause he's very good.
Always open. Like, Lemire just doesn't see him for some reason.
It's like this is like the deathbed for receivers to go to this team. Really is.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. Lemire is he
That's
needs to
terrible.
work on
He's
his.
got to learn. He's got to learn.
He's got to read the
GLC?
field.
He's
much
got
better.
to plant his feet in the pocket and read.
GLC hammering the U35.
I watched that game. I saw that game.
So your
I-
thoughts? GLC big win for them. 'Cause they
It was
needed
a
to
big win for GLC, but honestly, I don't know what's wrong with the U. We talked about Voodoo before.
Yeah.
The U is struggling just as much, 1-4.
Well, I said so. I talked to Joe Cano and a couple of guys on the way out of the game, and they're saying they don't even understand.
They don't understand how they're
why
doing so poorly.
They're doing so poorly.
Yeah, I know. Evan Frank keeps coming up to me after the game. He's like, I don't get it. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I'm
It's
doing
his
the same
glasses,
thing.
man.
It's his glasses. You think it might also be the broken finger on his throwing hand.
Yeah,
But
he has new glasses.
I don't see with the way Evan Frank plays. I don't think a broken finger will affect him as much as bad glasses.
yeah, that's true.
Like he makes safe, smart throws.
He does. He doesn't really. All he has to do is give a 5-yard
I mean,
pass.
you have
and
Kyle
do it.
Pevis, Mike Knopp.
Mike Knopp stepped in
Finkelstein.
because they needed a sub.
Yeah, no,
He's
but
not
I'm saying
usually
that
a
you
good guy.
have like Hyman Luong back in the full, and he's doing Hyman Luong things as usual. Like, who's more of a conservative quarterback, Evan Frank or Hyman Luong?
Hyman Long. Honestly, I
Long.
never see.
Like, if you need someone to kill off clock,
I never see Hyman Long force a throw. He'd
But
rather take a sack.
You
than
can,
force
but
a
you
throw.
can bait him into forcing throws, but you have to actively do it.
Yeah,
on
you
defense.
have to do it. He's not going to do it himself. But honestly, they
And
just
he's not gonna
couldn't.
he's not gonna throw a 50-50 ball up. He'll never do it.
My head's in the way. But Saeed had a big game. He had they just couldn't stop him in the red zone.
I see at 4 catches. That's all I see.
Yeah. My head is in the way.
Saeed
That's what I said.
Azizi had 3 touchdowns on those 4
Yeah,
catches.
see 3 or
Oh,
4.
see, I wouldn't know that because I see he had 4 catches.
My head
for
is in
5
the way. I said that
He had
before.
4 catches for 5 yards.
5 yards. Eagle.
Peeze, if you look at it
Move
right
the
now.
screen, guy.
I'm looking at it right now.
Move the screen.
Looks like
You know-
Stefano is on.
There you go.
Chelsea. Someone
Now,
was watching esports as well.
yeah, that's what I said. He was watching Overwatch. Fucking Eagle. Okay. Anyway,
Actually,
yeah,
Matt
Saeed.
Kurek was saying, "Why are you guys still talking? Nobody's listening."
So I have a question
Who
for,
said
for
that?
you guys.
Well,
It-
Matt's evidently listening. So
So
Yeah,
if
so you're a
Eagle
liar,
had to
you're an idiot.
pick, if he got to pick to produce the roadshow or produce the esports final, which one would he pick?
Eagle. You would definitely pick.
you would
Same
pick
pay, same
esports
pay,
because
same
it would
pay.
not be the
there's
same
no,
pay.
There's no upgrade in pay. It's the same pay, and you're gonna do a
Yeah, but I
10-hour
get to
shift.
do one from LA. Why would I do? No, actually, no, it's in Philly. Oh, Philly.
yeah, I know.
No. How about this?
The pay doesn't matter anymore.
The esport final is being held in Brossard on Field 1, and Field 3 is
And
where
Field 3 is the road
from
show.
1 to 11.
OWL 100%. Get my Blizzard
OWL.
cred
I don't know
on
what
the
that
board
means.
there. So yeah.
OWL is something relating to
Overwatch
esports.
League.
Oh, I thought it was.
What is it?
Overwatch League.
Overwatch.
All right,
Terrible.
Sheriff taking out the LOB 34-20.
I saw that game too. Sheriff
Corey
for-
Johnson.
Corey
not so
Johnson, I
great
don't
in
know,
his
man.
decision making.
You see, he knew it too, though. He knew that he was forcing like he used to try and force throws to Frank Delorier a lot, and I don't blame him because Frank Delorier is taller than anybody on the Sheriff's defense.
Yeah.
So I mean, he tried doing that, but sometimes he either threw it too short, I mean it would get picked off. He got the unfortunate bounces too, but like he was very upset at himself.
Well,
Corey. Every time he came off the field, he was just like, "Damn man, I fucked that up."
I saw Lonnie Johnson after the game and asked him, "So, did you guys win?" Because I was walking in as he was leaving. He's like, "Nope," and he said, "I don't know, man. Just
Having fun.
didn't have it this week. And that was it."
Such a humble guy.
Yeah,
He's such a
wasn't
humble
upset,
guy.
wasn't angry. No, we didn't have it.
But if you would have talked to Corey, he would have said, "Man, I shat the bed on that game."
But quarterbacks always put
That's
a lot
also
more
true.
pressure on themselves.
That's
That
also
said, I mean, there's not an elite rusher on LOB, and you're not going to beat the Sheriff unless you have an elite rusher.
I saw GM was rushing.
But that's what I mean.
That wasn't very.
I was
helpful.
being nice.
Like, what's more likely to
GM
happen?
slow though.
Yeah, GM was not
Well,
much,
Louis Bichette-
especially for a quarterback like
Look,
Louis
GM,
Bichette.
GM is a guy who contains well and is tall and can
Yeah,
take
but
away
Louis
throwing window.
Bichette just runs around all
Irrelevant
the
for
time.
Louis Bichette because he's not going to stay in the pocket anyway.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but,
saying.
what's more likely to happen? Louis Bichette like
Getting injured
injured in
Yeah.
a game,
Yes.
or GM?
doesn't matter what any
Doesn't
other
matter what
option
the second
is.
thing is.
Getting injured over anything else.
Like, can
He didn't get hurt this game though. Good for him.
Can he go 3 weeks in a row without getting hurt?
Not a chance.
Without pulling a drama like,
Max,
oh
I
my
see him
god,
going-
I'm
Well,
hurt.
but wait, does butthurt count?
Ooh, butthurt.
That hurts.
Butthurt's a good.
He's
that's
definitely going to at least suffer butthurt.
That's gonna hurt.
That's like an exception.
That would definitely hurt.
But yeah, honestly, he always gets hurt.
All right, so I have a question for you guys.
Go
So
for it.
I wrote in the script the next Colin Murray in FPF.
We have a script.
Yes, we have a script, which I actually did yesterday. So you want to take a guess who I believe in Division D, whether it's 1 or 2, is the next Colin Murray of this league?
Peas. Because of my swiftness and my speed.
What do you think? They're
Louis Bichette. he plays the same style. He's not,
okay,
but then after it could also be.
Not really.
but he
Feels like
runs all the
people
time.
never watch Kyler Murray play.
Yeah, I know, but
He
he
sits
runs.
in the pocket a
That's-
lot.
so you want my answer?
Go
I
for
feel
it.
like I know where you're going with this, considering now I know like other quarterbacks. I was just put on the spot, so I didn't really think much, and I thought that he was throwing in the lower division.
Can you at least give us hints?
Okay.
Yes, he's shorter
First
than
hint.
you, Eagle.
Physically, he seems same
He's-
size as
I
Colin
think-
Murray.
Corey
think-
Johnson.
What? He's shorter than Eagle.
Yeah, they probably weigh the same.
Physically, same size as
Who'd you
Colin
say?
Murray.
Corey Johnson.
Corey Johnson.
He has 130 touchdowns for his career. He's at 4,600 passing yards, 53% passing.
So hasn't played a ton. So, and short.
Yeah, very short.
Yeah,
Stephen Harpersad.
No, shorter.
he's on pace for about 30-plus touchdowns.
I know
this
who it
year.
is. I'm just waiting to see how long it takes Peace to do it.
His career high in touchdowns is 43.
Or Eagle.
Adam Langbird.
No,
Andrew Langbird.
Adam Lambert.
Adam Langbird.
You were gonna say Adam Lambert, like the singer. It's okay.
He passed for 44 in
Let me
the
know when you give
winter
up.
season.
Let me know when you
Emil
give up.
Plant.
No. You're
1,400 passing
completely
yards.
forgetting the whole shorter than Eagle part.
The guy
There's
is
one
shorter
guy
than Eagle.
that's shorter than Eagle in the entire league.
Benjamin McMahon.
There it is.
Yeah,
No.
he's the next Colin Murray.
no.
He is the next Colin. Hear me out. Hear
No.
me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
He's not talented enough.
He is, man. He's making some good throws,
I
man.
know, but he's not going to be drafted by the Arizona Cardinals.
No, he won't. Maybe not.
So then-
maybe on Madden he will, but that's about it. Maybe
That
on
is a
Madden
very
he will,
real
but
possibility.
He looks like Colin Murray out there. I mean, the guy made some
To
good
be fair, he also
throws
just runs, and he
against
has to
ECW.
run because every
But
rusher is
when
taller
he
than him.
runs, though, he becomes more dangerous as a quarterback. He just everything breaks down for
Yeah.
a defense, and he finds guys open,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
defenses
and
get
he's,
tired
he's
of
a smart
following.
player. He's a very smart player.
He
knows,
also has his quick receivers that keep going with him back and forth all
but,
over the place.
but he
so-
knows. He knows. Look, he knows he's not the strongest arm. He knows.
But
he's
he
not the
whips it.
tallest dude. He knows how to use what he has, which is speedy receivers and his own quickness
Yeah.
to move and create sort of some chaos for the defense and just put the ball over defenders or to the side of defenders. And like you buy enough time, a defense can't hold guys forever.
No,
He also he used to, when he started out, he used to look at Kevin Dunn all the time.
Yeah.
Now he finally realized that you can't just look at one receiver.
Correct.
So he spread out the ball more, and it's leading to success. You know.
119 in the last 4 games.
Yeah.
He's
Stay
got
with the
Kyler
ball.
Murray in him, man. He is
Kyler
Kyler
Murray.
Murray. We'll call him Kyler now.
I won't.
I don't think he's gonna like that.
Why not?
I feel like Ben McMahon is a better name than Kyler Murray.
What's a more
good
cooler
It
name?
is a good name.
Put on the poll. Cooler name.
Benny
Ben
McMahon.
McMahon or Kyler Murray?
Benny McMahon.
Yeah.
Benny McMahon in my opinion.
Benjamin McMahon or Kyler Murray?
Benny.
What,
I like Benny. He looks like a Benny.
Benny is a
Eagle,
great name.
on the Facebook group, can you put in the poll question? Would you
How
rather
many
be known as
times do you ask
Ben
for a
McMahon-
poll, Mo? You asked for it like 4
We
times.
never get a poll.
Well, we like to have a poll one day. Would you rather
We
be known
should
as
have a
Kyler
poll. Why
Murray?
don't we have a poll?
Like
My
physically?
father has a poll. No, there's a poll right there.
Wait. Are we talking about your father's poll now?
No, we're talking about a poll that he has for his Balmoral league, his softball league.
Pull or pool?
Poll.
Wait. He has a poll and softballs?
Maybe. I don't know.
Would
What?
you rather be known as Kyler Murray or Benny McMahon?
Benny McMahon.
Kyler Murray sounds like a cooler name.
No. Benny McMahon.
Yeah,
All day.
Benny McMahon is a great
Eagle.
Jam and Benjamin, man.
I like calling people their real names, hence why I call Peeze, Mo Moishan, and Stefano. I don't call him.
Nobody calls me by my name.
I know.
They just say that guy. Nobody
boy.
calls me by my name. It's amazing.
Okay, look, we'll do a quick report card here for Division D1.
Where are we on that poll there, Eagle?
Yeah, can you get the pull up, please?
See, this one I can
Conference-
participate in because I'm not doing the article for Division D.
Thank you very much. Conference B. All right, so we have Outlaws and Sheriff. They're both running away with the division.
I'm going to stop you just for a second.
Yes.
Kudos to Louis Bégin already posting his
Jesus
mid-season
Christ,
article.
that dude writes so quickly.
Yeah. I
Did
don't
he
understand.
hurt
it.
himself writing the
Alexis
article?
Dubois
He
did that
must
too.
have.
Makes you think, does he put any thought into the article?
Alexis Dubois did that too
No,
for
I'm
his
kidding.
coach.
Honestly, I read it. The thing is, I read it and I'm like, this is going to be terrible. How can it be ready so quick? And I read it, I'm like, it's actually a very thorough article. It's actually
He might not have anything else to do.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't
just
know
a
his
slow day
life.
for him. Maybe like the one day a week he doesn't work is Wednesday, so it's like I'll write that day.
Actually,
No,
well.
honestly, like I was legit impressed because like it always worries me when guys like prioritize speed to put their articles out, and I was like, well, like I don't care about production. Give me
You see how
quality.
I'm like, you see how I'm just shaking the table? It's going so quickly right now?
Yeah.
Holy, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's only cool for one of us, Mo, if it's that quick. The thing is
That's true.
that
They're just killing it.
I was legitimately impressed. That was a very thorough article. Corey, you got to step it up, man.
All right, Corey, you got the
Corey on the spot, guy.
gauntlet right now. Step it up, bro. All right, Outlaw Sheriff, they're running away. Are they the A-plus teams of this division?
Well, to me, Outlaws aren't A plus. They're like C
B.
because they're doing exactly what I thought they would.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
we had the Rhino on the team, too, on top of that.
the C Rhino.
Oh,
The
that's his new
Sea
nickname,
Rhino.
the Sea Rhino.
The C Rhino.
So if they
Yeah,
make the finals, and whoever's calling the finals, the Sea Rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kevin
that's
Gusad.
That's has he commented yet? He seems like the kind of guy to comment on that.
The Sea Rhino. The Sea Rhino.
Sea Rhino.
The other thing, I'm impressed by Sheriff. I didn't think they would be that good. I thought Louis Beijing was going to struggle. He'd get hurt at some point. Teams would find ways to limit his ability to run, his
That's
ability to buy
hard.
time. But he's been releasing the ball quick. He's been getting guys involved.
He's got the sidearm going for him too.
It's the ugliest thing I've ever
It's
seen.
terrible, but it
It
works.
It looks so awful.
Philip Rivers-esque.
Philip Rivers.
All right, so we
9
look at
kids.
the teams below them. Legend of Seven, Super Saiyans, I think, has been a disappointment because we thought
Agreed.
they'd be much better than
Yeah,
what they are.
agreed.
Santal, random white dudes. But here's the crazy thing, though, guys, right? So from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's all 4 points. They're all tied with each other. So there's literally 6 teams who are all within range of each other. And then you have Show Me Your Titties at 2 points.
Yeah.
And I figure that's the team that's been the most disappointing in Division
No,
D1.
it's a weak team. It's just they have Mike Adana, who's probably one of the best quarterbacks in the division. And he's playing that way, by the way. Like if you
Yeah.
look at his numbers, he's like second in touchdowns.
But their defense can't seem to stop anything.
What? No, but like 'cause on offense, it's there's 2 guys.
Yeah.
It's Alex David
And
and
Mike Adana.
Anthony Adana.
And I think
On defense, you're right. They can't stop it.
They
And
can't
just-
stop
it
anybody.
seems like guys are out of position. Guys, nothing's clicking for Show Me Your
So what about
they
random
have
white
the most
dudes?
points allowed in this conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about random white dudes?
It's kind of what I expected. Sort of like Jared Buck's going to take a lot of chances.
Yeah, that's true.
He's going to take a lot of chances downfield.
But he's
Not-
gotten
not-
better as a quarterback, though.
Yeah, but like he gets frazzled, and so either those deep passes are
Frazzled.
working and it looks awesome, or he's just not connecting and balls are landing out of bounds. Like, he doesn't throw a lot of interceptions for a guy who takes
He
a lot
tries
of
to go
risks,
to the sideline a lot, and it
but
just doesn't work out.
But that's the thing is, it's easy to read.
He
right,
has
as a
more
defense.
success throwing to the middle of the field where he can actually hit a receiver. He could not hit the
But he
sideline
doesn't want
pass
to throw
for nothing.
interceptions, so he doesn't like.
Yeah, that's why he
It's
keeps
scary
going
to throw in the
sideline.
middle
He's
of
like,
the
it's either my guy's going to make a ridiculous catch or I'm just going to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
All right, so look, on the flip side of Conference A, Voodoo, we know,
Yeah,
complete
Voodoo,
miserable
man.
fail. Not going to the playoffs, probably not. All right, so Team Ethnic and Hurricane Season, Bird Gang, big win for them because they're in the playoff spot right now because they beat South Shore. But when we look at Hurricane Season and Team Ethnic,
Actually, Team Ethnic should not be second last place.
well, we know
They
them
have
very
the
well.
most points for.
But yeah, but their defense is.
They
not
have the
very good.
most points for, and
Defense can't stop
they're
anything.
second last. I know.
The only game they stopped stuff was that game
Was
that
yours.
Trash.
Was your game.
They-
But like honestly, like they have a very good team. They have a good quarterback. They have Charles Vedos on that team. They have solid players. And
But
like,
do they make the
it's just-
playoffs? Yes or no, Team Ethnic? Can they jump
If
Bird
they
Gang?
if they could figure something out on their defense, because Bird Gang, look at their 71 points, man. Team Ethnic could outscore anybody, but
Here's my
it comes
question
down
to
to the
you.
defense.
Like Team Ethnic.
If their defense
as
can
an
clean up,
overall roster, is Team Ethnic better than anyone ahead of them?
So any team above them, are they better than them? Or
So with
Like
two,
as
two
a
wins or
complete
everybody
roster
else? With 2 wins or what?
no, I
Amongst
don't
everything.
think so.
of any of the teams above them.
No, I don't
So
think so.
including the ones that have 4 and 3 wins.
Correct.
Yeah.
No, half stars.
Honestly, half a star's roster is the best.
They would rack them.
But I'm saying all of them, like all of them, and maybe Prince and Rive-Sud are just thinner,
Yeah.
but they've
They
good
have a good
athleticism.
Yeah, they just
But, like,
always
There's all the teams in Conference A are all very strong. There's no weak teams in Conference A.
Yeah.
And
All
it's
right.
part of why Voodoo's getting smacked, by the way.
All right, so
Like,
team,
it just sucks.
It
to be
really
Voodoo
does.
this
It does
season.
suck to be.
so
Voodoo.
Team Paisan, unknown talent. That's
Team
these-
Paisan.
Is this your Paisan of the week? Or
No, it's not. That's the next division.
Right.
Unknown talent. What about them?
Team Paisan.
Are they?
I give them an A. They're better than I thought.
So you
Alessandro
don't
Barazzoni
rate
had a
off-
bad game this week.
Yeah, Arizona. Yeah.
He kept. It was very obvious coverage, where the corners of the field were open. So like, wheel routes would have been open, corners would have been open. Barazzoni went there once,
Yeah,
and then
he
just
was
abandoned
missing.
it. He was in his own head though. Like you saw every time he came back to the sideline, you could see he just wasn't himself.
All right, Division D2. We look at that right now. In Conference A, look, Underducks are running away with it right now. They're 2 points up on Fighting Amish. Finester is not far away. Like Finesters have, I think they've superseded expectations. I thought they would be more of a struggling team, but they are still in the race for first place in their conference.
Yeah. Finesters have a good team. Honestly, they're good offensively though. Defense, yes, they've been making stops because they could get to the quarterback. But honestly, if their offense doesn't click, they're not winning the game.
Well, that's always been the case,
Yeah.
right? Like,
It also comes down to Ryan Caruth. Honestly,
but
He
it always
he
comes
has
down
to find himself.
Yeah.
If he's off in the first drive, it's over. It's like it's done after
So
that.
if
If it
the-
doesn't go his way
It
from the
just-
start,
it always amazes me that he has that much physical skill.
yeah. If
And-
it doesn't go his way from the start, it's
Looks
over.
like Tarzan, but
Plays like Jane.
plays like Jane. That might not be acceptable in today's society.
Yeah, it's okay.
I mean, look, I'm not saying all Janes can't play. I'm thinking that one specific Jane wasn't very good.
So when you look at a team like EZW,
They should be better than they are.
but my heart on the week is
I don't know, Mo. Underducks?
No, someone from
We'll get
EZW.
our music lined up here for the heart on the week.
No porn music.
No poor music. All right. I can't do the heart on the week then.
Oh well. He ruined the segment.
They're
you
being
know.
close for that. No, Mo.
Yeah,
That's
no,
also true.
I know. ECW.
There it is.
All right, you ready for heart on the week?
I'm always ready for your heart in the week, Mo.
Felix Leger. He's tall, long hair, great hands, runs crisp routes. He's always on time, never late, and he always climaxes on top to catch that football over the BB. My heart on the week, Felix Leger.
Can he only climax when he's on top?
That's a good question.
That's a very
We
good
should ask that
Can
question.
you message him? First ever
He'd
conversation with the dude.
he'd probably read that. He'd be like, "What the fuck did you
is
say?
this? What,
What does climax mean?
Buffalo.
what's an eagle?
What's an eagle?
Eagle
What does he mean by
climaxing?
on top?
Eagle on top climaxing?
Yeah,
Never. Buffalo Wild Wings. Are we? Are you satisfied with them mid-season report cutter stuff?
They're
They're better than
about,
I thought.
really?
Yeah?
I thought they would be like a 500 team.
No.
Maybe,
Why?
Maybe a 40 team. Well, like, I figured it'd have
Just
4 or 5
Ronaldo's has
wins.
turned over the ball a lot in the past.
Yeah, but that's
the team
true.
itself is fine. They lack overall speed. I love that they. What I love about them most, Buffalo Wild Wings, is they line up always trying to show man, but like they know they don't have the athletes to play man every play, and the opposing quarterbacks always know they don't have the athletes to play man every play. So you know it's zone, but they're like lined up, like squared up against the dudes, hiking up their shorts. Like they're really trying to sell man every play, and it's never man.
No, but see, it's the thing. What they have Guillaume Fontaine, that's probably their best defensive player on that team, and if Tristan turns it over, Guillaume is like he'll
What
get
about
it back.
Fighting Amish?
They have Peace's favorite quarterback. Your favorite quarterback? Huh?
Yes, Eagle.
We do have a comment in Facebook, actually.
Oh, from who?
From Matt
Leger?
Kerouac.
Matt.
Oh,
Kerouac.
Matt
He's
Kerouac.
wondering specifically, Mo, does that beautiful sweater come in men's sizes?
I don't think.
Well, Matt, if you work out a little bit, you might have a man body. By the way, just let me know. Come work out with me, big boy.
That's it. Richard is the quarterback.
Thank you for noticing that, though, Girak. Next time when I go to Anfield, I'll get you one.
Are you going to Anfield again next year?
Nah, for my niece's wedding, yes. I'm going to go drive by.
Fair enough.
They're going to Nike, actually, next year.
Yeah.
Based on Richard?
Vincent Richard is
That's-
Pease's favorite quarterback because of his historic
He's
record.
not my favorite.
that he has.
He's all right.
He's been around for a very long time.
He's no Alex Holloway.
That's true. Alex Holloway, though.
He's my favorite.
He is. But I'm just saying, like, he's
no Joey
been
Taylor.
around.
He's no Joey Taylor. That's true.
No.
God,
Joey
Joey
Taylor.
He's more of a Sean Abram.
Vince Richard is a Sean Abram? Yeah.
Sean Avram of
I
Division B.
see the resemblance.
So Conference B, Infantry, Les Voyous, both 5-0. They are running away with the
Yeah,
division.
well, that's
That's
honestly, I'm surprised the infantry are 5-0.
How are you still eating candy?
Like, did you not die of diabetes?
You're gonna die of beaties, man.
Diabetes.
like they'll call it Eagle Beaties.
Eagle beaties. Yeah, they're gonna rename it.
Yeah.
because of you guys.
Eagle Beaties.
So I don't know why the infantry is 5-0.
They're
What?
good.
They are, but like I don't see like when I saw their roster and I saw it was Sean Samardzian throwing. I'm like, this guy
No,
is
Rory,
quarterback.
Simon's boy, Rory Submergent is on the roster too.
Yeah, but he's the receiver.
I know, but he's
It's
playing.
Sean throwing is what like really with
So
that
you
the
think-
5-0?
Yeah, but
think
where
his
do you
bubble
throw
burst?
against his defense?
Yeah,
No,
Rory,
the defense is
Sean.
ridiculously strong.
That's what I'm saying. So
That's
like,
what wins them the game. But like honestly, try to cover you because you say defense is useless in FPL.
But look, like I mean, they allowed 18 points to Baby Sharks. They allowed 12 points to Les OG. They allowed 7 points to GLC. They allowed 13 points to Los
Yeah.
Avocados. They've allowed 19 points to Buffalo Wild Wings. So they've allowed 3 touchdowns twice
Yeah, like
out of 5.
I
You're
seen them- I
you're
saw-
gonna win
I
games.
saw Infantry play early in the season, and I was really impressed by their defense. They
Yeah.
they have
their
come
defense
up with,
is great.
Again, where do you throw?
I'm-
like, the
I'm
name
not-
is
I'm not-
synonymous with their
I'm
defense.
not taking their
Infantry.
defense off. I'm not taking their defense off.
So
I'm just
you
saying
mean
Sean
replaceable
as a
soldiers that
quarterback.
are usually visible minorities.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
I'm just trying to see Sean as a quarterback. Like it seems to be working, but like I wasn't expecting it to work this well.
Well, it comes down to the whole thing. Just because you don't know guys, it doesn't mean they're not any good, right?
No, I know.
That's
He's a
literally
good
the argument
player.
we
I
had in
just-
the Division E podcast.
When I see Sean, I always figure he's a receiver, not a
Yo,
quarterback.
he has to. All he has to do is not suck. Like he doesn't even have to
That's
be
true.
good.
Yeah, because the defense
He'd be-
bails him out.
He
Below
just
mediocre.
Trent Dilfer, do it.
All right, so Balls Deep, Baby Sharks, they're both 3-2.
Baby Sharks.
Yeah, you like them?
I love that.
Don't
team.
remind me of that song. My little
It's a
nephew
great
was doing that song.
It's okay. So we're gonna remind you of that song again.
Balls Deep, Baby Sharks.
What about them? What about them, Mo?
What do you mean they can't hear you?
They could hear you. Baby Sharks.
All right. So it's weirder now because they can't hear it. So it
It
just
sounds
sounds like
very
we're not
like-
talking about FPF.
Oh, so you muted your mic? What a guy.
But
Is he still going?
I
He's still
don't know.
going.
I don't know why he would mute it. It's becoming a show, by the way.
It is. So good luck with that, Mo.
We should go see it live. Do a,
We should.
do a remote podcast.
Wouldn't that be fantastic to
I'd
watch
be
them
down for
live
doing a
on
remote for
Broadway?
Baby Shark.
Baby Sharks live on Broadway. I'd go watch it. I'd bring the team with me.
Broadway.
I'd bring Loving. with
Okay,
me.
High hopes for
GLC
Baby
Dream
Shark.
Chasers, please.
What's that?
GLC Dream Chasers.
What are you asking us though?
I lost my
team
focus
names.
because this.
You were
fool-
just saying team names. You went with Balls Deep Baby Sharks.
I've done.
What about
Mid-season-
them?
Mid-season report.
I can't do it. I can't do it anymore with this. I can't do Baby Shark.
Look, the thing with GLC is
Their quarterback's back. That's it.
Well, it just
that's
because like so when they had Kevin Lubin, it was their next piece after Mendy Cartershawn, right? Like
Yeah.
it gave them that 1-2 punch. Now after he tore his Achilles, they haven't replaced him. Which, by the way, like replacing a guy with Kevin Lubin's ability and cap hit is very difficult. Because
No, that's true.
he's very underrated for his level of ability, and his ability is greater than that of his rating. I said the same thing twice.
That is that is what you did.
Okay, GLC Dream Chasers. GLC back in play now after that big win for them. They, I think they.
they're,
put
they're back.
themselves-
This team works best with Hyman Longa as quarterback. That's it. So if he was there from the start, they'd probably be 4-1.
Well, that's it. Like that's the big difference too.
They would probably be 4-1.
I don't know 4-1, but like they just don't,
probably be 4-1.
even if they had the same record, they would have been more competitive in the games they lost. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true. Hyman Long is because, like you said, when you have him at quarterback, you have Kevin Lubin as receiver.
yeah.
You have Mendy.
Where does he
Kubichon.
rank like pantheon of like low division, like career low division quarterbacks?
Are you talking about Jaime Luong?
Yeah,
Well, let's whip out his stats right now and see.
Let's
how
whip
they
it
look.
out, Mo.
Whip it out, Mo.
Whip it good.
HR.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so looking at Jaime Luong's past stats for his career as a low-end quarterback, as Simon likes, or sorry, Peeze likes to call him.
Well,
All
I'm
right,
saying like
so
the guy
okay,
who's,
here's
you
his
know,
numbers.
under Division 3 basically.
Okay, here we go. Ready? He's played 148 games.
That's a lot.
481 touchdown passes. Just past 21,000 yards in his career.
And like
passing.
481 touchdowns is okay, it's pretty impressive, but he also only has 124 interceptions. That's almost a 5-to-1 ratio. It's really good.
yes, pretty impressive.
That's
Very,
good.
he's very protective. with the ball.
59% passing completion, and
That's
his
fine.
record.
His picks came earlier on when he.
And guess what his record is? An even 500, 82 and 82.
It's a great record.
Yeah, but you can't use wins to validate a single player's ability because
true.
You're
he
right.
hasn't.
Look at Simone Dashne.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. No, but like the thing is that he hasn't always played on the best teams, and he's played on he's gone from sort of
He's grown as a quarterback.
franchise to franchise. You know what I mean? Like he was with a team for a long time. He was with the Jays, who were one of the worst team, not worst, but like a lower end team in Division 5. And then when he got to Green Lantern Corps, they weren't very good, and he
He
made them
started
better.
off, and then after they picked up, he smartened up. He learned the game more, and then it clicked.
Right.
It's just a process, man.
So
It's a process.
Texas Shorthorns right now, nicest uniforms out there. They have the Texas Longhorn uniforms from the Sugar Bowl. 0-5. Do they make anything out of this
No.
season?
It's over for them.
Okay.
It's
All right.
over for them.
Perfect. Perfect then. It is now time for a quick one-word answer, boys. Your quarterback of the year in Division D1 and D2 is who?
Let me just check it out.
Well, you know what, Eagle, if you don't mind whipping out the stats, they can look it up like that rather than using their phone. Since we have the TV now in front of us. We'll go both. We'll go Div D1.
Go D2 first.
Start D2 because I have D1 open on my phone.
Yes, you do.
Look at the quarterback stats here. If we get the passing yards
Benoit
first.
Lull is going to be tough to catch in D1. Let's start with D2 though. Jeremy White, I like the damage he does on the ground and in the air.
No, I say Sebastian Dallaire.
Look, I'm going with my boy, Colin Murray.
Sebastian Dallaire.
Ben McMahon's going to win that quarterback of the year race, bro.
Nah,
Where is
Sebastian Dallaire is 24.
He's a little bit
TDs.
down there. If you move my shoulder, I mean, sorry.
So there are
I can't really move.
there
I
are-
can't. I go either way. You're going to block his name.
Sebastian.
there are
Oh, there you go.
There are 4
There you
quarterbacks
go.
with less games played who have better numbers.
He's a Colin Murray. He's top 15. That's a start.
Okay.
He's
Sorry.
13th. Nah, I see Sebastian Dallaire, man. Like, yeah, he doesn't have as many yards as Jeremy White, but like it's 24 TDs to 3 picks. Like, you know.
All right,
Yeah.
That's
quickly
very
here. Let's go Division
Jeremy
D1.
White just might score so many touchdowns it's overwhelming.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
All
I
it's
mean?
right,
true.
quickly
Like,
Division
if he gets to,
D1
like,
quarterback,
62 or something,
and then we'll get
Well,
some games.
speaking of that, D1 is his team, Benoit Lawler, man. He has a lot of points.
Well, what's
behind,
interesting is that the quarterbacks who have scored the most in Division D1 are Benoit Lawler and Mike Adana, who have combined 3 wins
exactly.
between the two teams.
They both have terrible defense.
Okay, so here's my question: rather than pick a quarterback of the year, will we have the top 10 quarterback throwers have more than 1,300 yards passing individually?
Oh, 13? Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Who's getting under 13? Maybe Lewis just because he runs?
So if you add Lewis's running yards, then yeah.
Everyone, like, especially the way all these guys play.
So how about 1,500 yards passing?
1,500
Yeah.
yards, that's probably knock you down to like maybe 6.
Who's the one? Who throws?
Who's the
under-
cutoff? Who's the cutoff that
Who
won't
are the
get?
guys who don't throw 1,500?
I don't see you reaching 1,500.
I
Oh,
never throw
what,
less.
what was
I never
that?
throw less than-
What was that?
Hey?
I never throw less than
Was
1,700.
that Kyle Lowry? It's time.
Well, I mean, like you're halfway through the season. You're just above 15 right now. But I see, if it's not you, then it's Allard. He'll probably be like top 1,400s.
All
I
right.
think everyone's going over 15,
What's
with the
the-
exception of maybe Lewis, just because of how much he runs.
Who's the cutoff then? Frank
Even-
K? Or
Well,
Louis
Langbert
Boucher?
lost that one game, right? So Langbert probably would have reached it with that one game in hand.
He'll still get there, I think.
He'll still get there.
Maybe Julien Fizier because it's style play.
He
Like,
missed, yeah.
Frank K, AJ Gomes, again, guys who run or just don't put up a ton of
Yeah.
yards.
Yeah,
And,
they're more around the.
Those are the guys. But combined yardage, everyone like most guys will get 1,500.
But combined
Alright.
rushing, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is now
Just
time
throwing,
for...
no.
I would imagine you
All
mean
yards
games of the
matter,
week.
Yes.
Games of the week.
Perfect.
We're starting with Div D2 first. Let's do Dream Chasers versus GLC.
I see GLC winning this game.
GLC.
Yeah, give me GLC.
Leave Voyou versus Baby Shark.
Baby Shark's upset.
Voyou.
Calling it right here.
Voyou.
Voyou's first loss.
The U versus Finessers. Will the U get it together?
Yeah.
I don't- But
No,
Yeah.
finessers.
Finessers are probably
Finessers
the
are good, man.
Their
What do you
offense
do?
could compete.
Give me the Mapinguara.
And let's do Renegades versus Los Avocados.
Ooh,
Los Avocados.
Those avocados.
Renegades. Well, we'll see.
no, Renegades could win that game.
All right, and
Is it
then
official that the Fave's been pulled the quarterback?
I don't know. Div D1. Let's do Longhorns versus Random White Dudes.
Random white dudes.
Random white dudes.
Yeah,
Half A Stars versus Voodoo.
half a stars.
Okay,
Half a
let's,
star,
let's put
jeez.
a little point spread on this.
Point spread.
20.5.
So
What's
so
it paying?
21 points.
Yeah,
21 points. I say over.
What's it paying?
I say over.
plus 250. There goes PC's wedding.
Let's go.
I ain't making a bet.
Because this
Nobody
is
sees
a audio medium sometimes, Peace just put $100 on the table.
It was just sitting there for a good 5 seconds.
Well, hey, more
I
than match
took it
me.
back. So
I was
maybe-
waiting.
Maybe he's going against his own bet.
I was waiting.
And he has another 100 ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, I see. I see.
Podcast.
Also, if anyone wants to know Peace's route on the way home,
Be a Uber driver. Bring him back home. All right, next game, quick.
the Sheriff versus Super Saiyans.
The sheriff.
Saiyans.
No, Saiyans.
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 Saiyans will win this game.
Saiyans.
Team Ethnic versus
Danny
Show Me Your
Johnson's gonna give him a tough
TDs.
Show
time.
me your TDs.
Who? Sorry?
Team Ethnic, Show Me Your TDs.
Show me TDs.
Show me TDs.
this-
Mike
this is a
Mike
battle of
Adana
two
is
bad
gonna
defenses.
exploit the Team Ethnic defense.
This is a battle of two bad defenses.
Maybe it's my bias, my home.
No, I
raising,
see Team Ethnic winning this game.
Team. Sorry, show me TDs over Team Ethnic.
And last one, A-Town versus Unknown Talent.
Unknown Town.
Maybe a town's going to show up this week.
I like a town, but Unknown Talents has been really good for most of the season. I can't imagine Alessandro Bertoni having back-to-back rough
He was
outings.
Paisan of the week 2 weeks
And I
ago.
need him to have a
That
good
too, so.
outing, so he has a bad outing next week when I play him.
Hmm.
So,
So you're hoping
good.
he has a good outing.
Yeah.
Makes
Good, bad, good.
sense. No talent. They should change their name. They're slowly
So-
becoming known. They're playing with Simon Dash.
Just talent.
Just talent.
Oh, look at this.
What's that? Is that Sam? Sam. He doesn't hear me.
Pixelated. Rock
Pixelated.
line. 0 rounds. Match words, please.
Baby Shark?
Good
Mommy
night,
Shark.
Boston Bruins.
Daddy Shark? Grandma Shark. Ah,
Did you type in the lyrics for that song?
Grandpa Shark.
Grandpa Shark.